in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to the New Age Reborn in Power campaign. I am your lore master for this journey, MS Arthadian. And you will get to witness an epic story that spans multiple series and a shattering mystery spread throughout the core. So without further ado, let's dive in. Greetings, fellow travelers. Welcome to the New Age Reborn in Power campaign. I am your lore master for the journey, MS Arthadian. And we have made it to the 28th session in this campaign, and things are starting to get a little intense, I would say. So, without further ado, let us go to our baton passes with all the chosen within this session. So, starting out, Arak, I will pass you the baton.
Hello everyone in podcast here. I am Alien Novan. I play Arak Abantaman in the New Age campaign. I don't really have any online spaces at the moment, but I guess you can always hold me in your memories.
Yes.
One of us.
Speaking of people who exist in a tangential form, Sai.
Hi, I'm Ash. I play Cyphra Nismedina Tees, pulling out the full name here.
Oh, dang.
You
know shit's about to go down when that happens.
Or I haven't said it in ages, and I just want to establish
full clan core name.
Established canon.
Established canon. Yeah, I live out here in the void. You can find me on Discord sometimes. Check out the Discord. I take the baton that materialized in my hand, and I'll hand it to Liam.
Alright. I am Liam. Well, I am McScales. I play Liam. You can find me on Minds. Someone had to have their shift changed. And so I will not be taking that baton.
Fucking second gear.
Give me that fucking baton.
It's not being your day.
I hand Marm
It's
the
mine
baton.
now. It's mine. I jump into a ship and I fly away with the baton.
Who controls
Or I
the
am.
baton controls the universe.
It's true.
Refusing universal
am-
power just to spite me. Wow, Liam.
You can find me in most places. Not me. Well, you can find me, Marmaduke 9 here, but you can find the sweaty meat bag that controls me in most places, such as Twitter, Perish the Thought, and a bunch of others. And I suppose I will load the baton into my torpedo launcher and fire it at caliber. Think fast.
Oh god!
Roll up sensor form.
Hello, I'm Fulcrum Kane. I play Caliber in several different series. But I guess I'm stuck with 119 for a couple of sessions.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Stuck with us is how I would put it, yeah.
My condolences in advance.
Before we start, let's all apologize to Caliber for our existence.
Man, what if
Caliber.
Caliber dies with us? Wow.
Oh, God.
Hilarious.
Okay, let's not foreshadow anything.
Concerning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Anyways, thank you all for joining me for this 28th session of the New Age. We've now been playing for over a year, so yes.
About time someone died.
Exactly. Let us get on
Several people
with
died
our
in my
session,
series. I
shall
don't know
we?
what y'all are talking about.
I'm gonna get on
I
with the
mean,
session.
we killed quite a few people.
I am muting you all. And now, let us begin, shall we? Wait. I need the right music. Here we go. Last time, in the New Age, Squad 119, along with the Legionnaires of Counter Command and other allies, all reconvened after their encounter with an extremely dark force. The Legionnaires, being the most elite squadron of Counter Command, seek to rescue the champion of Venus from her captivity. Apparently, reinforcements from the Nest are headed to Thet in approximately 6 hours. But by that point, the squadron that Caliber is allied with will have already attempted to rescue the champion and most likely fail. Kyver also seemed to be out of it, to the point that he was questioning Sai carefully about what kind of void presence she experienced within Azon. His distraught demeanor caught the attention of a Hera from her scans, which in turn caused Commander Razen to question what they encountered. Meanwhile, Marmaduke decided to hop out of the pods to check out on the others, and also play around with his new enhancements. However, upon exiting, he felt something eerily familiar. The presence of a great darkness that encompassed the entire world of Thet. Then, as Marmaduke 9 went to enter back into the pod, he felt the dark presence begin looking through his past memories. It prompted him to call for them all to abandon the mission, but the Legionnaires were not going to do so. By the end of everything, a sudden call came through from a Sin who Kyver, Marmaduke, and Caliber all knew, referring to him as the Archivist, or VX. This Sin explained how it had a plan for them to free the champion, and that it has a 98.2% success rate, this plan, if they follow it, according to said plan. And that is where we will begin our session. So, you all see as this Sin is on the holo vid, the holo call, still there, looking at you all, looking at everyone within this pod. And then you see Razen, the commander of the Legionnaires. He gets a yes, Muzo. Commander. I just want to inform you that there is a situation about the reinforcements from the Nest. All right. relay the information over to a Herald's Codex, and then we will take a look at it after we deal with whatever plan we have here. Right. And as you guys look over towards this Sin who is just staring at you all, Kyver looks at him and says, VX, if you have a good enough plan, then I suppose we definitely should listen. So what is it? And you see this Sin is just staring currently at Liam.
Liam shuffles.
Hello.
Hello, Marmaduke.
Who might you be, exactly?
We met, remember?
No.
Well, not physically. We met through Codex when you were headed to Thet with Kyver.
Marmaduke, you should really tell us
Oh.
new friends.
Kyver looks over at you, Marm, and is like, remember, he's the one that told us to go to Thet to rescue the champion?
No, of course, him. Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
And he specifically
that was
said
you.
to ally with counter-command forces.
Yes. That's going very well so far.
To a certain extent, I would say.
Oh,
Liam
so I wasn't the only one told
looks
by
at
him.
his arm. Going well.
So what is the plan, VX? If the plan is going to work, it needs to be broken up into stages, into squadrons specifically, into specific individuals, and each individual needs to remember the details precisely. So I would recommend note-taking.
Oh gosh.
Remembering things. This is going to be tough.
Well, here's the thing. I think
the greatest enemy of an RPG group.
Got pen. I got paper. Do I need a note take for all y'all?
Ramses, I'm
I'm a grown half cyborg man. I can take my own notes. Thank you very much, Sai.
I need music for this part. All right.
Do we get heist music?
Not yet. Not yet. But you see VX looks over, is like, first, I would like to speak to Squad 119.
Oh, that's us.
okay.
Only Squad 119.
I mean,
This plan will not work if all the information is known by everyone.
Wait, does that include me leaving?
Yes, that includes you leaving, Caliber.
Okay.
I want to remember, not member enough.
So if everyone would please kindly, everyone who is not a part of Squad 119, please kindly leave the chamber.
shoo.
The other pod has lots of amenities in it. It's quite comfy.
How do we know that this is well, true?
I mean, isn't this site on one of you guys?
I have never met that Sin in my life, and VX looks over at the commander and is like, I understand, Vazan. But
It's
You'll-
okay. I've
you'll-
got more things to do.
your turn will come when I give you your mission, and you'll come to understand as well. Fine. We'll leave. Come on. And you see the three of them begin to walk through the, and then
Man, that guy is real intense.
Caliber. Are you going with the Legionnaires?
Yeah, I'll go with the Legionnaires.
Okay. Who else is in here?
Ivor's with us as well, isn't he?
Kyver looks over at VX. Is like, do you need me to leave as well? Yes, please, Kyver. All right. And he nods to all of you, and then begins to walk out. And then he stops, and then he looks back. Listen carefully, all right? And then he
Okay.
All right.
and then he leaves.
Okay, Mom.
The door closes. First of all, I would like to formally introduce myself. As I said before, I am the Archivist, or the Master Archivist. I am a Master Guardian of Votonic. And I am here because, well, it is time for me to show myself to you all. Pleasure to meet you all. VX215 is my given name.
Better if you had a 9.
Nice snack, Liam.
Well, the pleasure is ours, I'm sure.
Each of you have gone through some interesting events over the course of your time together. Though,
That's one way to describe it.
although there is one individual here that went through some certain events that is quite important.
Marmaduke.
I would say, yes, that is important what Marmaduke went through, but I'm speaking mainly about Liam.
Oh, bother.
It's not a competition, but all right.
Marmaduke, your information will come in handy in this. Information about
Okay.
the plan.
What I did. I'm
Oh,
like-
God. Oh, God's above us. Tickling the void. All right.
So what makes me so special in this situation?
Do you recall your time on the solar orbiter?
Yeah, but days got a little blurry up there.
Understandable. Do you recall the time in which you met a specific planet?
Yes, I do believe I remember that.
Alright. Do you recall what happened to Buddy afterward?
He started become himself.
Yes. Buddy? Hello.
I was wondering where he was.
Do you remember me? I do. Good. Do you feel like you are influenced by the other? I'm not sure. It's hazy. Alright. Hazy. That is still good. Liam, what was the last vision
Yes?
you had?
I was in front of a door. I actually
Just
didn't
made
have...
a zoom.
What?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. And I was seeing things that I've created.
Roll me a lore check.
All right.
First roll.
I've had a lot of visions.
I
don't. Some of them seem like
It's-
they're from
It's
different
weird.
sources.
It's weird. This sin knows that you've had visions.
Am I
Seems to
rolling?
know more
Oh,
about
shit,
you guys than.
Nope. No.
14.
Wasn't all that good. Yeah, that was bad.
14 on lore. Let me see what.
That's like the lowest I could go.
The visions do all kind of blur together. But you do recall the last vision that you had was when you were unconscious down there. It wasn't long ago actually. It was like literally like maybe like an hour, 2
So
hours
it
ago.
was the one I'm thinking of.
It was the one where you were going up to the door that is usually within the dark space that you usually go through, but then when you went to go through it, it's almost as if there was a wall that you couldn't get through, and then you fell, and then you just saw like all the darkness, and then the like different voices that began to come through that you didn't quite know. But they felt connected in some strange way.
Oh, that's interesting.
In the darkness, you found that Kingdom Hearts light.
So yeah, it was door, but I couldn't get through it. And then there was a lot of falling.
I see. Squad 119, do you know anything about Chosen?
I don't know. I guess I'd have to roll for that.
Go ahead and roll a lore check.
I'm just going to
Bullshit,
say no,
fine.
I don't. I'll be the one.
I mean, it'd have to be based in. It just have to be intellect. I might have an idea, but
Automatic crit. I got 19.
oh, hang on. I need to impersonate myself again. Lobo?
Listeners, impersonating is how we select our tokens and their macros.
I just do an impression of myself. Yeah, I'm all you nine.
Is that how you sound?
That is how I sound, apparently.
So,
Sorry, my dad's calling. I'll be right back.
it's okay. Liam doesn't know anything.
Lynn's being chosen by his dad.
Sai, you know. Oh, let me go through the people that so Arak, Chosen sounds like, Chosen sounds like you were chosen by Evemore for something great. You know there is a chosen one on Moriat specifically, and he's supposed to be somebody who has experienced a lot.
Possibly very cool.
Possibly very cool. You might assume that Azon might be chosen. Maybe. Because he is Bridge, you know? But, yeah. Marmaduke, chosen is a very interesting term. You feel like you feel like it has like some specific context to it that is referenced. The person that you think about when this comes up, though, is actually your son, because he was chosen for something.
It was.
Sai. In your time inside the archives, being an archivist, you learned about the chosen phenomenon, the rebirth process, and how the core operates when it comes to death and reincarnation or rebirth or concepts like that within different realms. The chosen phenomenon, however, is apparently this phenomenon where individuals are met by visions, many visions from higher entities, greater beings that either choose to grant them powers to manipulate others or to do great works. And usually a cluster of chosen are in essence chosen when a great cosmic force is threatening the greater core realms.
So basically, it's a bunch of entities trying to get their hand in to play their cards and
Yes.
influence the world. Yep.
Yeah.
Playing a great
And
game.
usually the reason why chosen are so significant is because they, for some reason, they actually have a greater amount of free will than other people. They are able to basically fight against darker forces. Usually darker forces will come to them because they like a challenge, and they also know that chosen tend to be the ones that fight against them in the end. So maybe if they can get their hands on them to manipulate them, they can sway the conflict in their direction.
They become tricksters.
Yes. That is what you know. Sai.
So we're the multifaceted dice that the gods throw to hopefully win their bets.
Potentially.
They
Potentially.
placed their bets poorly if they placed it on me.
Sometimes they throw the dice into your little figurine, and that's why you get broken arms and legs.
Are you trying to say something there, Rock?
He's blaming your injuries on the gods.
Looks over. VX looks at you all. He was like, "So, what do you know of Chosen?"
They're cool people.
You could say that.
Chosen beyond their control.
Yes.
They're individuals that are met by deities, usually by visions, who knows, and other entities, in hopes that they'd influence the world in a direction that they so choose. Usually beset by darker entities who also want to influence the cosmic forces around us.
Yes. And how many of you have had visions?
Oh god, I feel like all of us have had visions like 3 times a week.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of them are
Oh.
like weird shadow creatures. Others is seem to be more post-traumatic stress disorder. So hard
Some of
to
it's
parcel out which ones are just our brains going wacky and the others are some cosmic being
Guys,
telling
you
us
know
where to
when
go.
you like
Well,
you've read about the signs
can-
and the symptoms of some disease, and you're like, I don't have that. And then someone's
I
like,
can
well,
definitely-
maybe you do, and you're like, oh,
I can definitely differentiate between the types that are fragments of my former life and those that are not.
By the way, Marmaduke.
For example,
By the way, Marmaduke.
for
Sorry. I just want to tell you this. You haven't had a fragment since you got out of the simulation.
no, I know.
Oh, it was a simulation.
But there
all
are-
along.
There are
That's
two.
Marmaduke.
There is a. I can differentiate between what has been a fragment and what has been something else. Since I
Well,
left my last issues, I had what can definitely be called a vision that effectively happened while I slept, and it made me sleep for almost 2 days. I saw things that I shouldn't have been able to see. I saw Sifra and Nis before they became one. And I saw Liam with Buddy before Buddy was Buddy on the solar orbiter. Things I shouldn't know about. Things I should never have seen. But I have seen them.
Interesting. Arak.
turns towards the X. Yes.
You've been met by entities of Evemore?
He looks down a bit more concerned. Yes.
Have they tried to influence you in different ways?
He looks up and says, yes.
You all are chosen. All of you except for Buddy.
I mean, Buddy's kind of tied to me, so if I'm chosen, he's kind of going to go with me.
Yes, that is the
Chosen
concern.
vicariously.
That is the concern, Liam.
What do you mean?
Marmaduke 9 has a bit of information about this. You have been chosen by a specific type of entity. Many refer to him, it, with different titles. One being the architect, as people on my side of things like to call it. But on its side of things, many call it the benefactor.
Oh dear.
Marmaduke, if you... Oh, Marmaduke and Sifra. Sigh. Apologies. If you recall, back when you were on the harbor and you all fell unconscious, there was a connection between the three of you.
Yes, of course.
This is the handiwork of the benefactor. But I would like to call it the architect, as it is not benefiting us as we would like to assume. Thankfully, right now, Buddy is not influenced by its coding because we have wiped him and made sure that there is... This architect gets a taste of its own medicine, so to speak.
So the architect is a spy.
The architect is the one behind a lot of things.
The one behind the plan?
Yes. And that's where we get to our plan.
Our plan. Like the plan, but better.
Unfortunately, Marmaduke, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Isn't it always?
Liam,
Were it so easy?
your last vision, you were unable to get through the door. It seems as though the architect is challenging you.
Is that a good or bad thing?
The architect is locking all your mind doors, Liam.
You could say that. Arak? I would say
Because he's a
it is beneficial for us. In a way, he is the benefactor for us in this moment. I don't think he is upset at you for anything, but he is using you to probably get to all of you. And to continue this plan of his. The question is, does his plan entail the freeing of the champion? And that is our goal. We need the champion for several reasons. The champion is a symbol for the nest. If you know anything about Kanto culture, they value freedom above all else. And that means not being influenced by other beings. That they can choose what they wish to choose. The champion herself is a chosen, like you all.
Seems a bit redundant. Or not redundant.
Yes, in
Almost
a way.
hypocritical.
Hypocritical. Well, Liam. Here's the thing. We need you to get in contact with the architect.
There's a problem with that. He's never given me his number. He's always called me.
I see. That's no issue. You could still get in contact with him.
I suppose you have a way of showing me of doing that?
Start banging some pots and pans together.
Well, could we draw it in somehow? Give it a reason to contact you.
It needs to be part of the plan, obviously. Marmaduke, you have a lot of information about this plan. Well, specific information that you have gleaned. Do you think...
Oh, some, but they're so cagey about it.
Why do you think
You've
that?
been-
Why do you think that we are making our plan like this, where all the others are not in on what we are talking about?
Because we're being deliberately cagey.
Yes.
All right.
Here's the
Also
issue.
like
You are facing a significant dark force down there that already knows that all of you are working together, and that all of you are working together, and they already have fortified the location in which you are going to be heading into. The only way that this is going to succeed is if they cannot see you coming. Literally speaking. Therefore, Liam, there is a specific thing that you must craft. And it is something that the architect knows how to craft, or at least has the blueprints for you to craft.
Is it brown bricks?
No.
What? Okay, so I need to talk to this big guy and hope he tells me how to make a thing.
Yes, the thing is, Liam, this is going to be very difficult for you. Because, well, I know you. The reason why it's going to be difficult is you need to not know me.
I'm gonna get punched in the face right now, aren't I? Go unconscious and forget about this.
Liam, did you hear me?
Yes, I need to forget who you are.
Yes.
Can I punch him?
No, that's it. The issue is that Liam needs to not think about me in regards to trying to get this information from the architect. If he thinks about me, the architect will know that I am the one who's planning this. And if the architect knows that, well,
chances are he's not going to give it to us.
he might give
Or
it to
he
you.
might play around on the other side.
It would probably influence his plan in a different way, to where that I would say that 1.8% chance of failure backfires.
Liam has always managed to beat the odds. Not always in the way that we want them, though.
Have we, though? Okay. I figured not knowing, like, forgetting who you are would be the best option here.
Yes, I can't exactly wipe your memory, though, of me.
Yeah, because I still need to know the plan. Or know what to ask for, rather.
So, it's important that you do not think about me and try to find a way to word it in a way that will grant you access to this blueprint.
Alright. That's a tall order.
Yes.
You're telling me I need to persuade a god. I don't know if you met
You just
me.
need to tempt it.
I'm
You
not
don't
so
need to
much
persuade
about...
it. You need to tempt it, not persuade it.
Think about this. It chose you for a specific reason, Liam.
Blackmail. The blackmail.
I mean, I don't think I should be blackmailing a god.
The thing is that perhaps that reason is... This is a very high risk, high reward situation, Liam.
I kind of agree with that.
But if you were to succeed, this is the best way to do it.
All right.
If
Now-
you can stick this like you stuck to that fridge, you can't lose.
Now, Marmaduke. Sai,
Yes.
Yes.
if Liam is successful, when Liam is successful, the thing that he will craft, you both will be utilizing. If he is able to get it, your chances of succeeding and getting into this base will be, like I said, 98.2%. If he crafts this, though, the issue will be the architect will have its eyes on both of you as well. If it doesn't already. Do you think that you'll be able to also not know me?
I have a feeling that I can make that work.
You can't get in my head. I'm not even in there most of the time.
It's real dusty.
Mostly explosions, to be honest. Lots of explosions.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, dusty from the explosions.
VX looks over
That's what's going
towards
on.
VX looks over towards Arak. Arak, I'm sure you're wondering what your role in all of this is.
Forget about you?
No.
Or is that too soon?
I'm sure you don't have any issues with forgetting about me, Arak. But your path leads you to finding out the truth about this world. About
that?
yes. About the Redicon that live here.
I have wondered.
Arak.
Hmm?
I have been watching you carefully to see in which route you'll take. You have the potential to help lead your people to a brighter place. The issue is, there is one who is very adamant and has a lot of control, a lot of power that you may have to face. You'll probably face him together as a squadron, but the challenge will be to fight against his will and Evemore's will. All I know,
Evil's will.
all I know about this individual, they are known as the Archon. They are known to be quite formidable, and they have a very strong connection with Evemore. This means that, well, they could be an ally, or they could definitely be an enemy. Most likely an enemy currently. But that could sway. Potentially. If you create a common enemy against this architect. The thing
Enemy
is,
or not, I will show them the light.
I am glad. You might not meet them down there, but you will definitely meet his will.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
So, Liam. The way that you're going to contact this architect is through Sai here. And looks over towards you, Sai.
Oh, fun.
Sai, you have a deep connection to your roots, and also the frame that was built for you has a way to connect in a certain sense. So, if you can do what you did with Marmaduke previously with Liam, perhaps you will be able to help him get in communications with the architect.
I'm gonna be honest, not quite 100% what I did there, but I'll try.
Just connect your enhancement to Liam. It'll be uncomfortable, Liam, but it is the best way to communicate. And then you see VX looks over and is like, but before we do that, I need to speak to other individuals. I would like Sai, Liam, and Marmaduke, along with Buddy, to leave the chamber.
Right.
Actually, no. Buddy, stay. Oh. Okay.
And Arok stays here.
Avok stays here. Please, call in Caliber for me.
Sounds good. Good luck, Arok.
Everyone. Bye.
I'll leave the chambers and I'll wave Caliber down.
Okay, you leave the chambers. Caliber, as the doors slide open, the legionnaires all look over towards towards the doors, and you all enter. You three enter.
Caliber, it's your turn to have a chat, I suppose.
Darkness has claimed him.
Anything weird happen? Like,
Not really.
so just a normal conversation.
I mean, it's as weird as the situation calls for, I suppose.
Okay. Cal's gonna walk into the room.
All right,
It's gonna.
the doors shut. Caliber, you see a rock standing there. You see VX there. You also see Buddy. Hello, Caliber.
Oh, again, BX.
All right.
So, what's the plan?
I wanted to warn you both.
Oh,
There's a high probability that one of you might die.
I was just gonna look over at Rock.
The rock looks over at Caliber.
What's the probability of that?
Well, in order for this plan to succeed, one of you will probably fall. The question is whether or not what you face when you fall is Evemore, this
Look
greater
around.
darkness, and the choices that you make afterwards.
Okay, so this is going to be more complicated than sneaking in, shooting someone, and then getting someone out. Okay.
You both are Redicon.
Was that all? Yeah.
The temptation that lies before you will be great. I know you both have fought it off. Caliber, you've experienced Nugonians. Well, you both have experienced Nugonians, but Caliber to a greater extent.
Yeah, fought Montezelk and all that. But,
You haven't fought anything like this.
yeah, I figured. We're going up against... We're playing on a board of gods, right?
Well, you could say that. A rock.
Yes.
Caliber here has been with the Redicon that are of this world. These Redicon, and don't get me wrong on this, these Redicon are of the dusk.
Oh no.
That would explain why they're so welcoming. They're constantly trying to convert people.
They are very much... They are very much loyal to Evemore and to their people. It's probably why, Caliber, you were not killed. But that will definitely change. Now.
So I won't be able to talk my way out of anything while I'm down there.
Do not assume so.
Oh, that sucks.
The only way you'll be able to talk your way out of anything is if you truly go with them.
Get fully converted.
You could do so. The plan I have allows that. But if you do so, I cannot see where you'll be heading.
Oh, so there's a chance I'll just get fully corrupted.
Or die.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Arak,
But there is a chance that I could come down on top.
Yes.
your actions with Azon were very commendable. Unfortunately, the dark force is too great to be able to fight off said corruption. But you did what you could do. What you...
Rock looks down melancholically.
So there was no way for us to save Azon.
There was.
But... Wait. So there was actually a chance that we could have saved him?
Yes. The only issue is... this way is one of the only other ways in which the force that this Archon holds would potentially sway to our side against the fight with the Architect. One of the Archon's goals is to bridge the gap between Evemore's dawn and dusk. What that means would mean to make Evemore whole. And if Evemore is made whole, then that means that one of the regal entities is now strong enough to be able to potentially fight against this Architect. However, obviously the Architect has plans in place to thwart against that.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So,
Dawn and dusk.
okay. So if we get it to where Evemore takes full control again,
That is not a
she'll
part of
be
this
able to
plan.
take on the Architect. It's not?
No. Because that has to do with Azon. We haven't gotten to there yet. But, in regards to you and Arak, you both are Redicon. I wanted to make sure that you both knew what you are getting yourselves into. Arak,
Yes.
could you please go out there and call in Kyver for me?
Okay. Rock then turns around, passes by Caliber, and goes through the door.
The
Kyver.
door slides open. Huh?
Oh, I was expecting just to walk through the door. Kyver, the VX wants you.
Oh, alright. He begins to walk over. And then, as he walks inside, VX says, Arak, you can go back into the other room.
Okay. And then he passes by Kyver.
Kyver goes
as
inside.
they-
As you guys are all standing inside there, you see the commander, Razen, is tapping his foot, looking around, and he's waiting at this point. As Kyver enters inside, Caliber, you see Kyver step over closer to you. He's like, all right. Hello, Kyver. So, here's the situation. Azla's squadron has just landed. And he looks over towards you, Caliber.
Oh, good, so they're not dead yet. That means we can still help them out.
I have made sure to inform them that if they go in, they will die.
Oh. Did you phrase it exactly like that?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, well then that means tension will be a little higher when we're communicating with them, but...
Kyver looks over, like, why do you need me, VX? Kyver? I need you to... return back to Vicroniax. But I'm here to help.
Oh.
Yes, I know.
Hmm.
You are here to help. The issue is, you are a liability. What? Caliber?
VX has got a point. Just that small run-in with the dusk entities. I
thought you were a liability, Caliber.
Of course I'm a liability. I'm a Reticon.
VX looks over between
yeah. So background.
Kyver looks over. Is like, why? Because you need to prepare for the next mission. They are about to face what seems to be the... I know what they're about to face. And you think that they're going to be able to succeed like this if everything goes according to the plan that we have? Yes. But, Kyver, you need to return back to Vicroniax and prepare for when they arrive back there for the next mission. What about Sai? Sai will be alright. I haven't gotten to fully train her to be able to do more. You'll be able to too. Do not worry. Okay, so why am I here with Caliber? You're here with Caliber because, well, there's information about this squadron and the champion that I need you to hear. Crap, my dice just fell.
Oh, no. Oh.
I got it. VX looks over towards you, Caliber. This squadron, Azla, Quive, Viking. The champion was a part of their squadron. Actually, around the time you were born, Caliber.
Oh.
What about them? They are important, and they cannot die. If the champion is to truly gain everything back, they need to survive. Therefore, Kyver, I'd like you to give Caliber your token to give to them. My token. You want me to give them my token? Well, give Caliber my token. Yes. VX. I know that you have, you have greater insight into what's going on and what could potentially happen. The thing is that my token is, well, it's like a part of me. I understand. He looks over towards you, Caliber. And you see he presses his fingers into his chest and then twists something, and then you see a slot pops out of his chest, and then you see him pull something out, and as he pulls it out, it's like he goes to hand it over you, and you see like this, it looks like a floppy disk kind of thing. And VX looks over at you. Caliber, you are to give this to Quive.
Okay. What exactly is a token?
It is nothing you need to worry about. Just give it to Quive.
Okay. Cal's gonna put it in his coat pocket.
Please do not break it.
Oh. Okay. Cal was gonna switch it to his other coat pocket.
VX looks over, is like, now, can you please call in Marmaduke and Alvora for me? Both of you.
Oh, so we're both leaving?
Yes. Kyver,
What about Buddy over there in the corner?
Buddy is staying here.
Okay.
Kyver and you begin to walk out, and Kyver just is staring at you, but he's also staring at your coat pocket.
You look like you just handed me your soul or something. Like, are you sure this is nothing to be worried about?
There's important information on that.
Huh.
I'm obviously worried,
Okay.
as you can see on my face.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
And you guys begin
Those
to
are called emotions.
You guys walk out. Kyver comes out. It's like, Alvora, Marmaduke, you're next.
So you guys probably can't say anything about what you talked about, but how did it go?
Kyver looks at you,
Awkward.
Liam, and is just he does not look happy, and then he walks over to the corner.
Sai,
Yeah.
you might want to talk to him.
I think he needs 5 minutes.
Marmaduke and Alvora, you enter inside. As you
I have entered inside.
as you come inside with Alvora. VX looks over, is like, "Hello, you two. Caliber, you're gone."
Hello, you one.
Yes. I know that there is a connection between you two. Alvora looks over at you, Mom.
You could say that.
I want you to be aware. This mission, if it goes according to everything, there is a chance in which you will be separated. Alvora? Yes? Your skill set is quite unique. You already volunteered yourself to go in and scout ahead. Yes, I did. You will go in and scout ahead, but you will not go down into the prison. Alright. What you are going to be looking for is a specific chamber. Okay. Marmaduke? Once Liam has finished what he is going to do and craft the blueprint, you will be going down into the prison.
Indeed.
If Liam succeeds, it will be quite easy to go down there without any issues. Alvora, however, she looks over like, Alvora, when you enter into the chamber, there's information that you need to gather. Once you gather it onto your codex, the information will be transferred over to me, and it will help with future plans. Okay. Why does it seem like there's like a caveat to this? Because this is where you might get captured. She looks over at you, Marmaduke.
I look at her. We will be able to pull her out if necessary. If that happens.
It depends on how quick she is. But there are there are a lot of obstacles that may cause her to not get out in time. I want to make sure that you are aware of this. But her mission is of vital importance for the longer plan. If we don't get this information, we will be flying in blind, Marmaduke.
Then we're lucky she's fast enough.
Alvora smiles, and VX says, yes. We are lucky. She is fast enough. Now, Alvora. Yes? Can you go out and call in... Call in Razan, the commander of the Legionnaires? Yes. Alright. She is holding your hand, Marm, and then as she begins to walk away, she kind of like pulls your hand, and then her fingers slide out of your hand. And then she walks out. And you see Razan beginning to walk in. Alvora walks out, you guys, and then you see she says, Commander? And the commander looks up. He stops tapping his foot. You are called in. And then he begins to walk inside. Doors shut closed. Alvora begins to walk over and then sit down, and you see she has a very serious face. Does anyone want to go talk to her?
Am I out or in?
You are in.
Okay.
I guess I could go up and strike a friendly conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You would.
You go up, Liam, and she's looking down right now.
Is everything okay?
She looks up, and then she gives a smile that you could tell it's fake. And she's just like, everything's alright.
And he though.
I mean, with an intellect of 12 and analyze uses intellect, you yeah.
These are the signs of not true.
Do you say that?
No, I do not say.
I mean, I feel
That's
like
too analytical for.
I feel like that's what Liam would say, though.
Would it? I'm getting the. Oh, okay. I'm getting the sides that you're not being genuine here.
I just have a very special mission.
Yeah, a bunch of us do. I'm sure
I think
the details can't be spoken.
I think I just need to focus.
I'll let you be, but if you need anything, we're here.
She nods to you. As Razan enters Marmaduke, you see him walk up next to you. Alright, I've been waiting long enough. What's up?
Ask the hologram.
Well, You have information about your people.
Yes.
I'd like you to relay this information to Commander Razan.
All right. My people are, for lack of a better term, an army or a fleet or an armada. They've been tinkering with the void a little too closely, and it has something to do with what they call the plan. They wish to free the core, and by free, it seems they mean go to war with, defeat, infiltrate. They have already infiltrated plenty. They were on a station near the void, in the void in fact. And they've been working on this for centuries. Perhaps millennia.
And why do I need to know this? You will encounter a few of them. You and your squadron.
They
VX.
brainwash as well.
Commander Razan looks over, is like, down there, I'll encounter them? Yes. Alright. The situation is difficult to make out. You'll be tempted to send Muzo ahead. He cannot go ahead. He needs to stay with your squadron. Listen, you can't tell me how to command my squadron. It's like, if you wish to succeed in freeing the champion, Muzo cannot be there. That's gonna be a hard pill to swallow for Muzo. I understand. And VX looks over towards you, Marmaduke. Marmaduke, Muzo Wist has kind of a relationship with the champion, like yours and Alvora's, just not out there yet. Never was out there, but was suspected.
I see. And what do I do with that?
Marmaduke, you need to make sure that you are far away from Razan's squad here.
Right.
Where you are going, you're going to be facing Redicon. Where you are going to be sneaking past Redicon. You are going to be going to free the champion. As for
I'm
Razan,
sure I can find something to assist me with that.
As for Razan and the Legionnaires, you need to face these, well, this specific squadron. that is of Marmaduke's people. And where will I find them? They will come to you, but you need to cause a distraction outside. Once you have finished your mission outside, they will come to you. And when they come to you,
They will be reborn in power.
when they come to you, you need to take them off-world. The issue is, you need to be very careful. And Vagabond, being the pilot, will need to be on his game because, well, looks over towards Marmaduke. It's a squadron of Marmadukes.
Oh, good grief.
Alright. What does that mean? They're very...
It means you're in...
Yes, go ahead.
It means they're good pilots. They're very good pilots. They were created to be pilots.
Alright, well, they haven't met the Legionnaires. Yes, they haven't. Alright. Good. With that cleared up, I believe it's time. Commander Razan, can you please bring Liam and Sai in here? And Razan looks over at you, Marmaduke, and is like, "Of course, you don't need my full squadron. Only you, Commander. They will listen to you." Right. Alright. And Commander. He looks back. As missions come forward in the future, you and Squad 119 will be working closely together for Caston. And his eyes widen. And he's like, How do you know? Marmaduke here, and the people you'll be facing, his people, they have information. If you are successful, maybe you could capture one of them. And you see him look determined. And then he walks out. And then, as he walks out, he's like, "The rest of, you, Liam, and Sai. It's your turn." Again. And he goes and walks over towards his squadron.
Back into the room again.
You guys go inside.
I go inside.
Arak, do you enter inside too?
Oh. A pilot squadron, or was I not allowed in?
He specifically pointed towards Liam and Sai.
Oh, then
sorry. Yeah, no, walk in. Just sorry, didn't see or rather hear the name.
As two of you walk inside, VX looks over, is like, "It is time."
Oh, lovely. All right, it was nice knowing you guys.
Sai,
Yes.
would you care to do the honors?
Sure.
You go over to Liam. Mama, do you remember the last time when Sai did this with you?
See, he was unconscious when I.
Was he? Wasn't he? No, he was conscious. No, Marmaduke did it with you.
I did it with Sai.
Yeah. You were unconscious, Sai.
Okay.
So much
Someone's
missing
unconscious.
context.
Someone was unconscious during it.
I open up port.
Okay, you open up a port and then you begin to pull it out. Liam has enhancement slots.
They are all empty.
They are all
Wait.
empty.
Yeah, because I chose not to get it this time around.
Still using USB 1.0.
Serial port.
You go over Sai. Last time, Marmaduke, you remember this was like it almost felt like something was connecting to your nervous system. And it was like a weird feeling of being like penetrated by something.
Yes, brace yourself, Sai. It's odd.
All right. Do you do so? Do you connect?
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
You now have affirmative consent. Go ahead.
Sai and Liam, I'd like you both to roll me endurance checks.
All right, second roll of the day. Wait, no, endurance is over here. There it is.
Sai doesn't have any endurance.
Actually, yeah, I wasn't impersonating. Okay. Ah,
Oh.
I had the dominant mind.
Now I'd like a discipline will check from both of you.
No.
There it is.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I rolled poorly on that one.
Okay.
I rolled above average.
Okay. Ha ha ha.
I'll wait for the TPK briefing room.
As you guys connect, you feel a pulse go through both of your bodies, and as this happens, we're going to end the session there.
Oh
I
my.
kind of figured. This felt like a good spot to stop in.
Yeah, because this might be a little bit more of a thing, and I'm like, hey, we only have a specific amount of time, so yeah, we'll see if you can talk to this architect, Liam, next session. And
Good luck keeping all those steps of the plan you have in mind, Arthadian.
I just gotta.
I hope you were taking notes.
yeah,
I just need to think. Ask for the thing. Ask for the thing.
you need to ask for the thing, but the question is, what's going to happen when you ask for the thing?
Well, I just need to get into the base, and then I need some tools to get into the base without being spotted. There we go. Just gotta focus on that.
Without thinking about VX and
Why?
how
Why you need to get in there?
and like why you're asking for it in the first place, and like where you got the information from in the first place. But yeah. Oh gosh. This is
How are you doing, Caliber?
How are you doing,
Are
Caliber?
you ready to die?
Yeah.
I'd say it's a 50-50 on which one of us dies.
I'll
be right back.
As we finish here, though, it's going to be 2 weeks from now that we are going to be playing, which is
And by then,
December-
the plan will be perfect because Liam will have forgotten.
which will be
You'll be exited.
December 19th.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's
Special
perfect.
Christmas episode.
This is going to be like, oh my gosh. We'll see. We'll see what happens, and then potentially by the end of next session, you guys will be starting whatever you guys are going to be doing. So
I hope
For-
I get Arok in Secret Santa.
for a little bit of a recap, just so we have it in our heads, Sai, Liam, and Marmaduke are going to be going in with this thing that Liam might make to be able to disappear, in essence. But when they have this, the architect will have its eyes on them. And then
So really, they're not quite invisible.
and then Arok and Caliber will be going in and having to deal with the fact that there are going to be retcon there, and that there is going to be corruption, and a potential fight that is going to lead to one of them maybe dying. Something might happen. We'll see. And if, when death comes to you, maybe you'll be reborn. But Alvora will be going on her own mission. Some of you do not know about this, except for Marmaduke. And the Legionnaires will be going on their own mission. Kyver will be heading back to Vicroniax and not helping.
Thanks, Kyva.
But Caliber, you have a specific mission to go and find the Asla Squadron and bring that little token that you were given to Quive, specifically. And with that, that is kind of the gist of what's going on. There's a lot of vagueness to what is happening, but perhaps that is for a reason. But once next session comes around and we get to see what Liam is able to muster up, well, we'll go on from there. But thank you all for listening to entry 28 of the New Age. Next session will be entry 29, and then we'll see what happens leading up to entry 30. But yes, if death comes to you all, may you be reborn in power. I thank you for listening to The New Age. Come subscribe as a Chosen so you may gain access to exclusive entries and make your very own Chosen of the Core. Then join us in the new Expanding Universe Discord server, where we run weekly sessions, teach homebrew mechanics, and much more. Until next time, travelers, be safe, Stay safe. And if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.